Hey guys, welcome to today's report where we're going to focus on a little bit of horsing around, and one of the sports I've always wanted to try. Probably going to be a bit difficult today, but anyways, polo. Let's go check it out. Very good. You're a captain or you're just a regular player?
I'm not a captain, but I'm a regular player. I wish I was.
We're going to start with the basics, okay? So the first thing you showed me before we get into the real interesting stuff with the horses, the first thing is the stick, or do you call it the stick, the club? What's the word?
The mallet.
The mallet, like a hammer. Okay, so what's it made of?
This is made of bamboo. So most of these mallets are actually imported and made in Argentina, and you'll see that they have various sizes. The size is actually usually written here. It's basically the mallet is an extension of your arm. The taller your horse is, the taller your mallet needs to be. With the small horse, you'll play with a smaller number on the mallet. This is Lucky. Okay, so this is one of my first horses. I got this horse actually from Soto Grande, which is kind of like the mecca of polo sport here in Europe, at least. So we got a few horses sent from there, and actually I bought this one as pretty much my first horse.
If I was to walk out tomorrow and say I'm going to buy a polo horse for myself, what kind of numbers are we talking about here?
It really depends, but these horses, like the first ones you've seen there, they go into the 50 to 100s, I think. Okay. But I mean, these horses is more for people that are starting with the sport, and that's more towards the 5,000 mark, something like that. Federico is actually one of the peticeros here, so that's basically one of the people that is actually taking care of the horses.
Their basically role is to make sure that the horse is healthy, fit, ready to ride, all of the things that day to day that maybe the rider can't take care of, right?
Exactly. So they feed the horses, they walk the horses in the morning and the afternoon. And then typically for the tournaments, they'll be basically in what you call the palenque, which is next to the polo fields, and they'll basically pass on the horses when we're changing horses during the game.
Okay, could you just explain to us very briefly the setup of the games? Horse polo for dummies.
Horse polo for dummies. Okay, so
like dummies like me.
Exactly. So basically, at least for this tournament, we're playing 4 chukkers. Okay. So one game is 4 chukkers. A chukker is 7 minutes. So in total, we'll be playing for 28 minutes. You play 4 against 4. And you'll be changing horses at least between each chukker, but you can also, after 3.5 minutes within the chukker, they'll also stop the game and allow you to change horses. You'll see that when you change horses, they have a very limited amount of time because this is a media chukker. It's in between both chukkers.
It's like Formula 1 where they change the tires on the car.
Exactly. It's just that it fails a bit more than a Formula 1. So now they're going to go quickly backwards to the field and keep playing.
When did you start playing? When was the first?
I started playing professionally at 19, but I started playing much younger, in Argentina, and then we decided to come. I started coming here with some horses. Started very small organization, and now we are with Joaquin and Alma Santa playing all over.
And what makes a great polo player? What's the most important things that make a great polo player?
The most important thing is the horses. The most important thing is 80% of the sport, and then for a player, the performance is patience. You have mentality. You have to be athletic. It's a tough sport. Even though the horses are, people think that they are the ones doing everything, but also the players are working a lot on the.
See you sweating.
Stopping and turning, and it's very hard.
You mentioned about handicaps, no? The different players,
exactly. No? Yeah. So this tournament is a 4 handicap. So 0 to 4 handicaps. So it means any team that has a handicap from 0 to 4 can play here. So what happens is that you're going to do the sum up of all the handicaps of the players in the team, and the sum cannot exceed the maximum allowed of handicap in the tournament. So this tournament is a 0 to 4.
Okay. So can't go higher than 4, basically.
Exactly.
2 2s, 2 0s. For example,
2 zeros would work, exactly. In reality, for example, in my team, we have a 3, we have a 1 and 2 zeros.
I have one last question. If the game is 0-0, or if the game is 4-4 or 5-5, it's an end. Do you go to penalties or extra time?
So there's penalties, exactly.
And how do you put a horse in the goals?
No.
You have like a horse there and then a guy shooting a penalty?
No. It's basically you shoot from far out. It's not that easy to score.
Okay, guys, I'd like to extend a warm thanks to the Royal Club of Polo of Barcelona, and of course, best of luck to all those teams competing in the Olympics in any equestrian event. Thank you so much.